Hey, what's up everybody? It's Sam here. I just wanted to do kind of a late episode. It's like 3:30 in the fucking morning right now cuz I kind of wanted to do like a real talk. So let's just get started and we'll see how the conversation goes, but I'm going to make stupid mistakes, don't worry about that, seriously. And I kind of turned up my microphone, so excuse like the tapping of everything. Alrighty, we'll just do a basic Isaac run again. So I wanted to talk about what I'm doing with my life right now because I feel like it's pretty relevant to, you don't know who I am, like, you just know my name is Sam. You know that I played Binding of Isaac. I play a lot of other games, but, I don't really see myself playing a ton of games on my YouTube account right now. That's a pretty good pickup because my computer is not amazing. I think you can tell from the frame rate. But, so anyway, you don't really know who I am. I'm 19, and even though I'm 19, I deal with, like, a lot of stress in my life right now. Like, an unfathomable amount of stress. Like, I've seen, like, psychiatrists, I've been on medication, like, I'm only 19, I should be having fun, I should be, like, going to party, and I don't know, I've never been to a party. I'm just kind of a loner. Like, I grew up with the internet and, like, just the internet. And I had friends when I was younger. So don't, like, paint me out to be this, like, hermit. But, obviously, not obviously, but I'm just not a very outgoing and social person as I should be. But these last, like, 2.5 years of my life have been, like, super rocky, super unstable, and I'm just really trying to find a stable place right now, in my, in my life. And I think that's the hardest part, is finding out, like, where you belong in life, or at least that's what, my concerns are the most right now at 19. I don't have a lot of friends. I have, Facebook friends and old friends, but I don't have friends who, like, I can just call up and, like, they'll hang out with me. I pretty much just have the internet, and, like, I don't even, like, maybe I should put a like counter on this. It's funny because in real life, I don't say like, I don't say it's just the commentating aspect that seems to get me. I feel awkward if there isn't, that's a shitty pickup. If there isn't, conversation going. So excuse the language. So anyway, I don't really have, friends I can just call up and hang out with. So right now there's a lot of stress in my life. Like, too much stress for a 19-year-old, I think. I mean, I'm so stressed that I won't even make decisions anymore. Like, like, I'll have ideas of, like, oh, I think I could, like, do this for a while, or I kind of want to do this project, but I refuse to make decisions because I'm afraid of like the outcome. I'm afraid of like time management in my life. Like for example, like this YouTubing thing. I know it's a lot of work in the long run and it takes a long time to get started, which is the biggest problem for me. Is you don't just get a fan base overnight. Like, you don't just get, well, I mean, some people do. Excuse my throat. I don't know, it's just going out all of a sudden. But you don't get a fan base overnight. You don't get a sponsor overnight. You don't get, you know, a living overnight. And that's kind of my issue right now. Is I'm in a place where like I have to pay rent. Excuse me. I have to pay rent, and so I'm like resorting to like the lamest of lame stuff. And like I had a job for like 2 months, but it was so stressful. It was like, I'm not a weak person, I don't think. Like, I kind of dig myself a little bit. Like, I poke at myself and I tell myself that I'm like a lame person that doesn't really, you know how to handle stress well, or thinks, little things are too stressful. But like, this job was really stressful. I mean, they told me that during the interview, and I went in, and yeah, it was a stressful job, I'll give them that. So I left after about 2 months. And then I got this other job for like literally less than a week. Like 2 days. I mean, I didn't like the management there, but that's not really a good excuse to quit. But it was super stressful. It was almost more stressful than the first job, which is what I was trying to get away from. So anyway, that was hard, and it's been hard for me. And I moved, not too far away, but like 15 minutes by highway, and there's just like no work over here. I thought it would be like less stressful, more time for myself, but really it's just been more time thinking about the fact that I don't have money, thinking about the fact that, how am I supposed to get money, like, all this stupid shit that, like, kids my age, some are thinking about it. What the fuck, damage? Anyway, some kids are probably in the same situation as I am, a lot of adults. But like, right now, really, like, for me, kind of a shitty pickup, but it's okay. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'm a stressful person, and my name is Sam, or Samantha, that's my actual real name. I'm 19. I just moved to Oregon in the summer, so like July. Playing Binding of Isaac. I feel like I've thrown this run. I feel like already I've thrown it. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's totally over. I just don't see myself not taking damage on this fight. And maybe Charm of the Vampire will like come in handy, but I don't think so. Anywho, so I'm going through a ton of stress right now. Like, I just spent the whole week, pretty much, doing like odd jobs just to pay rent. And I know that doesn't sound so shitty, but it's demanding. Like, I'm not really gonna disclose the job, probably in the future when I don't give a shit, but ooh, it's a cool chest. It's a good chest. Alrighty. But like, right now, I didn't even like, quote unquote, work today because I was so stressed out. Like, I went on fucking like food stamps today. Like, I got set up for that shit because I'm just like so stressed out. You know, it's like 4 in the morning. I watch YouTube videos to like reorganize my thoughts, you know. But like, you know, in reality, like, I know there's no easy solution to, you know, making money. Like, it is a lot of work and it is a lot of dedication, no matter what you do it in. And I'm learning that. But I'm in like this rut where like I'm so stressed I have no motivation, but like I need motivation to carry on, you know what I mean? So if you have any like tips or tricks, seriously, again, on how to like, you know, like, what do you do to de-stress? Like, what do you, how do you handle, like, getting through this time in your life where, like, you don't have friends, you have barely any family, you don't have money, you don't have a job, like, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I've been to psychiatrists, I've been on medication. That's because, you know, it's just a fact of life that, like, I suffer from, you know, like, mental illness. You know, there's a lot of stigma of that, but, you know, Stephen Fry is, like, bipolar, and, you know, he's always suffered from it, and, you know, just recently, Robin Williams, you know, from, you know, alcoholism, and, you know, as he quoted in the past, I think money troubles, you know, is what really got him. But, so, you know, there's a stigma to it, but it does exist. Like something like 33% of people in America, you know, suffer from anxiety, and, you know, there's documentaries. I just watched one that came out about, you know, kids in the UK suffering from mental illness and, like, how they're getting through that. You know, that's another thing I watched until, like, fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, I don't know what it is about nights, but, like, I can just lay in the fucking dark with my monitor, you know, being my only light to just, you know, feed me media, and you know, it's like a great freeing feeling, but, you know, not really at the same time. I'm just, you know, compensating for the fact that I have to wake up in the morning and I have to, like, go through another day of, you know, what am I gonna do today? Like, and I'm like, you know, you're probably envisioning me as this person who does like weird odd jobs all day and like tries to fix this, but no, I lay in bed and I find the fucking motivation and then find out I don't have any, and then I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Like, you know, I babysit a lot, so, you know, there's a lot of that every day, but like, I don't even have the motivation for that, and like, you know, that should be a happy thing. I'm gonna take, oh sweet, it's an awesome pill. Pretty sure the fork is useless or doesn't work, but we're taking it anyway. Anyway, down the next floor, and honestly, this is like the one conversation topic that, you know, I could go on for hours about, because, you know, fucking God knows I think to myself all the time about this kind of stuff, or like my boyfriend, or like fucking, well, that's it, because like he's the only person I have right now. Like, any other person I could talk to about this shit, you know, either doesn't really care, doesn't really know. It's kind of a crappy, oh fuck, I hate this fucking fire. I hate the red fire. It annoys me. It just fucking backstabs me, you know, any moment it gets. And it's random too. I hate it. Anywho, he doesn't hear the end of it. And, you know, I feel guilty, but like, I'm sure he's glad that he's there for me. And I try to, you know, it's like when you ask somebody how their day is and then they fucking just go off and like, dude, I just wanted to know if you liked the weather. Well, you know, that's how I feel. I feel like a burden, but you know, you gotta use people as a support. You can't just assume that they don't want to listen to you, because then you're gonna feel worse than you already do, and like, you don't need that. Nobody needs that. So anyway, if you're listening to this and, you know, you're going through hard times just like everybody in the fucking world is, because, you know, life is hard, give a shout out in the comments. Like, life's fucking hard. That's all you gotta say. We're gonna go to this arcade cause that fucking nickel, fucking beautiful nickel. So anyway, it's been pretty hard. Don't have friends. Oregon, or at least where I live in Oregon, you know, without a car, pretty empty, you know, not a lot of social media outlets that can help me. Fuck, seriously? I was totally not even looking at the screen. I don't even know what I'm doing either. At least I'm down to 15 and I fucking realized that. What? I'm not even paying attention. Anyway. Sorry for that retardedness. I was looking at the recording time. It seems like I've been talking for like fucking 45 minutes. Anyway. So I'm Sam. I'm a really small girl with kind of a, I don't really have a high-pitched voice. I mean, I have a normal girl's voice. Some girls just have abnormally high vocal range. And a lot of girls fake it on you. Not a lot, but, you know, there's some women who fake it on YouTube. You know, they play a character just like anybody else. But, hey, it finally fucking paid out. Wow. We're gonna take this pill. So anyway, I just realized I had that strength card. I didn't even fucking know about it. That's how, like, my whole Isaac runs go, is I didn't even fucking know about it. So anyway, back to the game. Or my conversation. I don't even know what we're doing now. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. Anywho, So I moved in the summer. I lived in Seattle for a while, and I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere, Washington, for a long time before that. That was fucking a lot of money. Anywho, so, you know, I've never really been super good at making friends. School has been my friend outlet, but, you know, you can't really... What the fuck? Sam, Jesus criminy, just fucking kill it, just fuck. Now that we've literally, I think I took 5 or 6 hits. Fuck me. Oh good, it's Larry. Oh well, I don't know if that's good. Cause he like can trap me in, that's not cool. Lay a bomb. Oh, that was fucking perfect. Oh shit. But that was fucking beautiful. I'm fucking proud of myself. Anyway. You can be like, oh, I'm listening to a girl with mental illness, but fuck. Everybody's got something. Like, I guarantee you. How the fuck did I get to deal with the devil? Anyway. I guarantee you. You go to a fucking psychiatrist and you take a bunch of tests. You know, if you think you're normal and, you know, just stuff, you know, you're probably gonna be fine, but there's probably a chance that you got something, or, you know, or like, you know, I don't know. It's like when you go to the doctor and you check like literally everything, and you know, you can have something like a cavity, or you know, you got a disc out of place in your back, like not that hurts a lot though, so I don't know, but I'm just saying, it's not like, you know, where the fuck am I going? You know, we should go to the fucking shop so I don't feel so bad. Oh good, that's what we need. Anyway, we'll take this. I'm just saying, don't judge because you think it's weird or abnormal, because it's not, you know. It's like the opposite of abnormal. So that's me. I'm really, you know, if you wanted to know, I'm really short. I'm like 5'1". I thought there was a door there, but I wasn't even looking at the screen. I need to stop doing that. I'm 5'1". Yeah. That's about it. It's literally, I don't even know how to explain myself. Like, ooh, we got a library on this floor. Anyway, I kind of have hobbies. Like, I play video games. I used to bike a ton when I was in Seattle, because that was my main mode of transportation. But other than that, like, I watch a ton of YouTube videos. You know, I've grown up with the internet. It's like my most familiar thing. You know, I'm really into slam poetry, and I've made a ton for high school projects and shit like that. But other than that, I'm mostly on my computer, you know, dicking around. Another book? This is probably a better one anyway. You know, you should tell me what your hobbies are. Like, maybe I don't fucking know what your hobby is, and maybe I wanna fucking indulge in your hobby. Like, maybe that's weird. Maybe you want to keep it and make it your hobby, you know, leave it your hobby. But shit, dude, share that. Share that fucking shit with me. And, I've done a lot of photography. Not a ton, but, you know, I've taken a few photo classes, and I did a lot of freelance photography, you know, just like learning on my own for like 3 years before I took any classes. You know, honestly, the class didn't really teach me much because I enveloped myself with so much information that it was almost, you know, not worth it, and more stress than I needed because it was a high school class that actually counted towards like grade and everything. But yeah, it was, I mean, I met a lot of good people in that class. They were probably my favorite people out of all my classes because I moved my senior year, and God, that is so hard to move in the middle of high school, like, and then try to make friends. Like, nobody wants to make friends with you, like, like, middle of nowhere, doesn't really, you know, middle of nowhere girl who's like moderately intelligent and like, you know, doesn't really have hobbies. You know, I had a car, but like nobody cared. Like, everybody had a car, nearly everyone. So the people in my photo class were like the best people. So anyway, I really need tears upgrades. Like, my damage is super bad. And the frame rate is just, it hates me. How'd that not hurt? Anyway. I may die on this room, but I feel like I should be really utilizing this right now. If only I had poison touch. But you know, whatever. I watch a lot of Northern Lion. He's like my main motivation for, you know, a lot of things. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I think Jesus Juice. I'm pretty sure that's a good pickup. Yeah. Well, it looks good. But, oh shit. Oh yeah, we did make it into our treasure room or whatever. Anywho, down the next floor. I have a lot of people I look up to, but I don't really, like, act on it. You know, I think that's my main thing in life right now, is trying to act on, like, my dreams and my, like, ambitions. And, you know, set small goals. You know what every fucking person tells you to do. You know, it's just like losing weight. You gotta cut out, you know, you gotta get an app for that shit and fucking learn how much you can eat, and then, you know, start taking little things out. You can't just fucking, you know, just cut cold turkey like no fucking bread. I know some people do that and they have, you know, they have fucking, you know, success with that, but I'm not that kind of person. Like, I fucking go crazy. I need, like, baby steps, and, you know, I get discouraged if those baby steps, you know, don't do shit, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I get really discouraged if something isn't working out, like, right away. Like, if something is not, you know, showing me, fuck, I didn't even notice. Anyway, we'll do a short one. If it's not showing me immediate success, then I tend to give up on it. Which is how I really act toward everything. Really? Pride? Really? Anywho. What the fuck? I mean, I knew that could happen, but that was bullshit. Wow. I may die. I don't want it to end though. Okay, I didn't. I complained too early. So anyway, congratulate me on speaking a little louder. I'm not a loud person. I grew up learning to be passive, quiet, and not a complainer or whiner, or, you know, not someone who's loud spoken. And I'm learning that it actually has more negative than positives to be a quiet person. And you know, there's this quote that's like, you know, they just wait to say the most brilliant thing, which is totally not true. I mean, I'm just quiet because I'm, you know, nimble and feeble, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to share my opinion because that could, like, upset some people, which is true, but, you know, everyone has an opinion for a reason. Like, everybody votes for a reason. So anyway, that's me. That's how I think. Obviously you'll get to know me more as I commentate more on The Binding of Isaac, which I plan to keep at it for a long time and hopefully get a better fucking graphics card on the way there, or processor, or whatever. But other than that, I think the exhaustion is starting to set in. I'm probably gonna make a couple more videos tomorrow on this. Not really gonna expect many comments, but you know, it might be a nice surprise. I'm actually pretty excited. Really, spider fucking. I'm gonna get this heart. There we go. Down the next floor. But anywho, I'm a really nice person. I think that's something that a lot of people can agree on with me, is that I'm quiet, I'm nice, I'm sweet. I mean, I can be really... What the fuck? I totally... I like had my eyes closed. I was like that out of it. So anyway, I'm really sweet. You know, not to like fucking brag or anything. But that's how a lot of people see me. I don't think I picked this up before. I really like the face. So we have this blue baby, and we have a Tears upgrade in the form of Max's head or whatever. I think that's all we picked up so far. And we did pick up a health upgrade. And we have more keys and bombs, which is kind of surprising. We're some Gemini today. This room, this minute, instance. He's pretty easy, but I take bad damage from him because he's I'm really slow. I think I got the speed upgrade in the last one. At least my tears have kind of a knockback this time as compared to my last run. Anywho, we don't really have enough money to go to the shop or anything, so we're just gonna go down. But I watch a lot of good mythical morning. I watch a lot of I'm trying to think, like, Game Grumps is, you know, when they do real talks, you know, can be very inspirational, but generally they're just for laughs, and I haven't watched them in a while, you know, dedicatedly, like every day, watch all their videos. They're doing a lot of videos lately that I don't really care for, like games I don't really care for, and usually it's all about the game for me. Like, I want to see them play this or this, you know? Really? Fucking Chubby Chub. But I have a lot of plans for the future, and for myself, even though it's taken me a while to get the motivation to get there, to, you know, put myself out there, you know. I'm a very worried person about, like, image, you know, what people think of me, but you know what, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I'm at that point where, like, I've cared so much that now I just don't care at all. So anyway, that's it for today. Please like this video if you liked it, leave a comment if you have something to add. You know, I don't really have like a Facebook or a Twitter or whatever yet, so, you know, feel free to put your input down below, like the video if you liked it, and you'll see me tomorrow when I've had enough sleep and it's not 4 o'clock in the morning. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.